Today we'll share 5 tips for setting smart e-commerce goals in 2019. Every day we talk to e-commerce entrepreneurs about how they became successful. The one thing they all have in common, they set smart goals. And smart isn't just an adjective. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. In this video, we'll explain those terms so you can set your own SMART goals. And at the end, we'll give you some homework so you can check your work. Ready to get started? Let's set some goals. Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Oberlo. Today we're talking about how to set SMART goals. No matter what your e-commerce goals in 2019, one thing is for sure. You'll have to keep learning to stay competitive. We are here to make that easy for you. Hit subscribe and be the very first to see new videos every week about entrepreneurship, e-commerce, and dropshipping. Now, if you want to be a successful e-commerce entrepreneur in 2019, you have to do more than work hard and hope for the best. You have to set SMART goals. Research backs this up. One Harvard Business School study asked MBA graduates if they had written down their goals. Only 3% said yes. But 10 years after graduating, the 3% who said yes earned 10 times as much as the other 97% combined. If you want to tap into the power of goal setting, you have to set SMART goals. That means your goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. These criteria are essential ingredients for success. So let's take a closer look at each one of them. Number 1, specific. First, your goals need to be specific. Vague or generalized goals don't provide enough direction. Remember, you need goals to show you the way forward when you get lost or discouraged. For example, this is a kind of poorly written goal. I will make a lot of sales. To make your goals specific, incorporate an action plan outlining how you will achieve the goal. A good way to do this is to fill in these blanks. I will goal by action. Now we have a template we can use to set goals, so let's write one together. We can start by editing our original goal to be more specific. A specific goal might be, I will make a lot of sales by mastering Facebook ads. Or, I will make a lot of sales by using Instagram influencers. Now we have a clearer idea of what direction we're heading in, but we can make this goal even smarter in the next step. Number 2, measurable. The next step in creating SMART goals is to make them measurable. You need objective criteria in place so that you can assess whether you're achieving your goals or not. One way to make goals measurable is by making them quantifiable. Tie goals to an increase or decrease in a certain number. This method of creating measurable goals is well suited to e-commerce because there are plenty of numbers to choose from. For example, you can set goals around the number of sales or number of customers or even total revenue. To make your goals measurable, think of your goals and ask yourself these questions. How much? How many? What percent? Let's return to the goal we're writing together and make it measurable. Right now, the goal is, I will make a lot of sales by mastering Facebook ads. To make this goal measurable, let's ask ourselves the second question from the list we just mentioned. How many? In other words, how many sales do we want to make by mastering Facebook ads? To answer that question, let's rewrite a measurable goal that looks like this. I will make 10 sales by mastering Facebook ads. Now, you're probably wondering why we chose the number 10. Why not dream big and make that 100 or even 1 million sales? We'll answer that question in the next step. Number 3, achievable. Goals are supposed to be motivating, not discouraging. It's great to set big, hairy, audacious goals, but ask yourself, do you really believe you can achieve that? If the answer is yes, you're in good shape. If the answer is no, here's how to adjust your attitude. Most people believe they're only capable of something they've already done. But this belief is short-sighted. What you really need to ask yourself is whether you have the right tools and skills to achieve your goals. Take an honest assessment of your capabilities. For example, if you want to run a marathon and you're capable of jogging for 5 minutes, you have the basic skill you need to slowly train for a marathon. But if you want to be an Olympic diver and you can't swim, you need to build some basic skills first. Luckily, that in itself can be a new and very achievable goal. Let's revisit our example goal. I will make 10 sales by mastering Facebook ads. This goal is achievable for a Facebook user who has made none or very few sales on Facebook. Someone in that position has a basic familiarity with the platform and simply needs to build a new skill, mastering Facebook ads, to succeed. But wait, how do we know we'll succeed by mastering Facebook ads? That's the question to ask in this next step. Number 4, realistic. Good goals need to be realistic. Now, achievable and realistic sound similar, but there's a difference. Whether a goal is achievable or not depends on what you are capable of. Whether a goal is realistic or not depends on factors outside of your control, but that you can understand with some research. An unrealistic goal might be, I will make 10 sales by getting Kim Kardashian to promote my product on Instagram. Now, you technically have the skills and capabilities to make this happen. You can send Kim a direct message on Instagram and ask if she'll pretty please promote your product. And if Kim agrees, you'll definitely get 10 sales. Hey Kim, was wondering if you could promote my leggings on your Instagram page. Thanks, heart emoji, sent. But the odds of Kim agreeing to this are very, very low. That's why this goal is unrealistic. However, a goal of making 10 sales by mastering Facebook ads is realistic. It's possible for an e-commerce beginner to learn to create a Facebook ad, drive qualified traffic to her store, and get sales. New dropshippers often do make sales with Facebook ads. Our goal is getting smarter and smarter, but we have to add one more finishing touch. Number 5, time-bound. We have to make our goal time-bound. This simply means we have to put a deadline on our goal. Our goal is to make 10 sales by mastering Facebook ads, but do we want to make 10 sales in a week or a year? These are two very different goals. Remember to balance your deadline with the requirement that your goals be achievable and realistic. It's not realistic for a new entrepreneur to make 10 sales with Facebook ads in 1 hour. However, it is realistic to make 10 sales with Facebook ads in 1 month. It's also realistic to make 10 sales with Facebook ads in 1 year, but if you give your goal a generous deadline, you lose some motivation. Goals need to inspire you to keep going when times get tough. And in e-commerce, times will get tough. So before you finish writing your goal, ask yourself, will I be proud of myself if I accomplish this? If the answer is yes, then you're on the mark. Homework! All right, now you know how to write SMART goals. You know that goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Let's put all this theory into practice. Write your e-commerce goals in the comments. I'll review them and tell you if they're SMART smart. If you could use a little improvement, I'll nudge you in the right direction. Once you're ready to achieve your e-commerce goals, watch one of these videos. They're particularly helpful for new entrepreneurs. Until we see each other again, learn often, market better, and sell more.